Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, as we know, we have got a new extreme unit, Seraphim Snake. She shouldn't be an EX, but what can we do? Right now, she's one of the best defender in the game right now. She can teleport, has an annoying status effect, and if in Team's Treasure, she can resist stagger, knockback, and status effects, which is crazy. So today's video is about top counter characters that can beat our new S-Snake EX unit. Well, in future we will get some official counters of this unit, but for now let's see some existing characters that can beat her if used correctly. Also, if she is not in her treasure area, there are a lot of characters that can destroy her, like Sparrow, Bluefy, and more. Now, let's see some counters of her. So we have Opbr. Well, Opbr has some pretty nice damaging skills. He also won't die with the knockback of the normals of Seraphim. Her third hit knockback would give a lot of heals to Opbr. His skill 1 ignores defense, which almost one-shots many characters. If Seraphim is out of her treasure, then Opbr might one-shot her. Also, his skill 2 gives fixed damage that would be pretty good too. The main thing is to do a perfect dodge. It would then give you 3 dodges. Then you can land your skill 1. It wouldn't be easy for you to kill her, but the fight won't be easy for Seraphim too. Next, we have Cracker. This character would be the best if you have maxed him. His traits are pretty interesting. Firstly, he heals on status effects, also reducing the status effect time by 80%. So, there is no way Seraphim is going to have an advantage of status effect. Then his skill 1 have damage reduction, which is good too. Then the main skill 2 can easily get her out of the treasure. Yeah, she won't get staggered, but she would kill the biscuit and healing Cracker. So Cracker would be a good choice against her. Next, we have Claw. Claw has some mixed opinions, to be honest. Firstly, Kid can give some good damage to Seraphim. He has Ignore Defense Punkwise, which can easily one-shot her. He has Knockback on skill 2, which can knock her back if she is not in the treasure area. But the main thing is Law, which has Nullify status effects on above 50% HP. He also has Ignore damage reduction skills. But you may get knocked back easily with Seraphim, so you need some perfect dodges, as you can ignore and capture treasure, so you need some skills for doing that. Next is S-Hawk. Well, he was more deserving to be an EX making Blackbeard, a Yonko Sweat. But never mind, his legendary unit also has some broken traits. He gets their dodges on third hit on normal attack and can also remove status effect. He won't even get immobilized status effect when HP is more than 70%. The main thing is Ignore defense skill, which can counter Seraphim but needs to be used properly. Next, we have Don Quixote do Flamingo, the one which can create shields. Well, he can be pretty annoying when Seraphim is outside the treasure area. He won't get knockback or entrance effect due to the shields while giving some nice damage to her. His skill 2 also cooldowns on normal hits, which can be pretty effective when fighting against enemies. Next is Egghead Zoro. Well, he's a runner but has Ignore defense skill. Also, he has King of Hell Hockey State, which grants him nullification of stagger, knockback, and status effects. He also won't get freezed in enemy's treasure area. But you need to beware of Seraphim as she has extra damage against runners, but if used properly, you can counter her easily, as he is sort of the official counter of her. Next, we have Whitebeard. Well, Whitebeard is a defender having status effect time reduced by 80%, which makes him almost unfreezable from entrance effect. Also, if you're in your treasure area and Seraphim comes to fight, then you can easily get her with the Tremor. And with the Ignore defense skill, you can easily counter her even in her own treasure area. Also, the multiple hit of Whitebeard would remove all the dodges of Seraphim. So if you can use him properly, you can easily counter Seraphim. Now next one is Film Red Shanks. He is also known as the Blue Unit Killer. But yeah, against S-Snake, you probably thinking she would remove his haki and then he will be useless. But if Shanks fight her without any of his attack increase, he can destroy her as she won't be able to remove his Haki State due to her trait. And as long as Shanks is fighting her in her treasure area, his attack won't increase due to her traits. Meaning Shanks' Haki State will be there to destroy her as long as he don't have attack increase. And with Haki, he won't be getting any sort of status effect or some kind of stagger. And Shanks having max HP reduction would obviously be a big problem for Seraphim. In 1 versus 1 situation, Shanks can easily destroy her. Next is raid on Onigashima Sanji. First of all, he has defense increase trait which can go up to 50%, which is very good for an attacker. Then he reduces the status effect time by 80%, also healing when getting a status effect. He also changes element when gets downed and healings too. His skill 1 having an attack increased to 100%, which can one-shot most of the characters, including Seraphim. Trust me on this, it would be a hard time for Seraphim to kill Sanji. Nearly impossible if you're a good player. At last, we have Gear 5. Now, Gear 5 won't be able to kill her when he's in runner state, as his defense would be removed, but in attacker and defender state, Seraphim won't be much damage. When in the treasure area, it's nearly impossible to kill Gear 5 using Seraphim. You can't knock him back or get him entrance, as he nullifies the entrance effect. Seraphim doesn't have an ignore defense trait, so nearly it's not possible to kill Gear 5 without the runner state. So that's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. See you in the next one.